Hello, welcome back, and yes, I do have a giant sweatshirt with my name on it. We are hopping back into where we left off, which is in the middle of Stormvale Castle. There is so much stuff to do here. Like, I don't know why I expected the castle to be not as much. Maybe it's just due to previous experiences with castles in FromSoft games, but like it's probably about the same size area-wise as from like the start point up to like the cave, but there are so many levels to it, so intertwined, and even as we go here and it starts to go underground and out, there's just so much to explore. I want to say, if I remember correctly, that this was another one of those white mist gates that you can open with the key. And I believe we do have one. Yes, we have one of the stone sword keys. So if we can get over there, that might be something worthwhile to check out. That would be out this way, which would be down elevator. Now the elevator took us down to that room where we had fought. I don't know if that's the arachnid, or not arachnid. What was the... was that the phrase? I don't know if that's where we had fought the... whatever this is called. But how did we go from here? It's like almost facing this way? Yes. So let's try, like, as much as I'm interested in the like the Mistgate from the first area where we pretty much start the game. I'm also, how do I remove this? Marker. I don't want to remove all markers, I just want to... Okay, I guess that's one way to do it. I don't know, it being so early on kind of skeeves me out a little bit. Like, it's almost like it's too good to be true. Like, okay, you start the game with the stone and then can immediately go to something good. I don't know if maybe I'm being a little bit, you know, too skeptical of it. So we got a couple of items here, and one of them's a weapon, so I'm actually quite interested in that. Iron Whetstone was one item. Or Iron Wet Blade. Grants choice of affinity upgrade to weapon. Add new battle arts and affinities. Grants choice of affinity upgrade. Okay. I'm not super certain what that means yet, or how that differs. Or maybe, oh, maybe it's like this is the base affinity, and then you can upgrade the affinity. Maybe that's a thing. Misericord. It's got E strength scaling, D dex, slash and pierce. So this must be some form of like rapier, right? So it's more of like a dagger, actually. And if I would use my eyes and read right above where it says slash and pierce, where it says dagger, I would know that. Cool. Well, go back to our longsword. Oh, man. Sometimes just not always paying attention. Okay, so there's no clear meaning to this statue, although this is one of those people. I don't know what they're called. They've got the, like, wood around their neck. This must be a statue that they're praying to. Okay, so if we've covered everything on this portion of the map, then I would think it might be fair enough to say we go back to the lift side chamber. There's still this, like, central portion, but maybe we can work our way down, see what we've missed in here, and then start heading out. To see what that's all about. I also recognize that we are definitely trudging along pretty under equipped as far as yeah, we gotta find that shortcut too. But as far as our weapon is concerned, like, I would definitely love to get more of an upgrade. Actually, where we just were spits back out onto the other side of this courtyard. Although that being said, we'd be walking into the firing line, so I feel like that goes down the main way, but I actually don't know that we've gone up here. Okay, I was like, there's no way he glitched into the wall. Okay, why are they so dangerous? Ow. Ow. These birds suck. Ow. This is not going well. I feel like that jump strike should be more effective against them, but I feel like I always end up in a world of hurt. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, so we're through our heals and I've made it. Curse you birds. Curse you birds. Ay, ay, ay. They're just so evil. Especially the fire-breathing ones. Because that's just like a whole extra set of concerns. Okay, so that's got like a 3-piece. And that has a follow-up. Oh my gosh! Stop it! Alright, so that's like the edge of their range. I don't know if it's obvious, but I am not thrilled! Stop! Why are you like this? Who hurt you? I didn't. I can't get a finger on you. No, 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 no. Not like this bird brain. I swear they get worse. I feel like the more of these that I've fought, the worse is gone. And then, oh, it doesn't do the back step into the fire? Get out of my life! I gotta do it again. This freaking bird. Hey. Ah. I thought maybe I'd try and take that guy out before we fought the bird. I don't know why my swing wasn't happening even though I had stamina. Okay, so it seems to me like we are probably able to fight those more in a way where like we wait for the 2-foot kind of swipe attack and then follow it up with now you're gonna see me, but no! Well, you've got a big attack, so not really concerned about you following up really quickly. But then when they go to like step back into the fire, or I guess not really step back, but like blow back, we can take advantage of that. Okay, so we're starting to pick up on some of these items. We don't have enough to get to Smithing Stone 2 yet. We have one big guy, which makes me wonder if we should go back to earlier areas before the castle. See if we can get more of those. Because I feel like we're walking into, like, the more that we press forward, the harder it's probably going to be for us. Let's go in here. Oh, that's nice. Need those smithing stones, as we just talked about. I don't really love that I'm like entering the middle of this courtyard. Golden seed! Yes. Alright, so we're getting more healing items, but what we're not getting is more, like healing upgrades, as in like more per heal. Gotta fight another one of these giant dudes, but that means that he should do damage to the other ones that are next to him. Or smithing stones. The bigger ones are good because those are definitely worth more. It'd just be nice if I could find somebody that sold the normal ones. I want to see if he can damage them or not. He can. But can they damage him? It's one dead. I don't quite remember the moveset. That solves that problem. Right, the head is what we want to hit. Because that's gonna stagger him. Well, doesn't really do a great job staggering him. He just kind of holds his face, but it doesn't keep him knocked down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Come on, man. Knocking down trees. Kind of rude. I really do love the. I mean, it's subtle, but that environment interaction. Keep hitting him in the. Ooh, I rolled it early. Keep hitting him in the arm. It's funny because you can lock onto his legs, which I don't know if that's just saying like that's the way to go. Now he holds his hand like that. Second phase, sword time. Right. That hit. I'm just gonna top off because I don't really know if we're gonna get. We're in the risk of getting like full comboed. Oh, he ran into the wall. Aha. Yeah, see, I'm glad that I topped off because that may have just killed us. Very clumsy giant thing with the sword. Oh, almost put myself in a really bad spot. Started to get a little bit greedy with them. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. A lot of bit. Okay, so I've seen these trees. This is like the third one of these trees now that I've seen. Oh! Are those tied to the golden seeds? Ah. Okay. Okay. And then there's the other item that's used to increase the power of each flask. But I don't think that we've encountered any of those yet. Okay, so maybe they have a different environmental marker that's associated with them. I get it now. Here we go. Okay, so we're rewarded for beating that. Now we can upgrade our flask. 2 golden seeds to increase your number of flasks? What? So I need sacred tears. We don't have any of those. And now it costs 2 golden seeds to upgrade my flasks. And I'm sad. Very sad about that. I accept it, but that doesn't mean I like it. Okay, so we've got two options. Wait a second. Oh. Okay. So this is the Godric Fight. So when we came into Godric, we came from here, which is where those pots are. And this was the other route to get here. And I'm glad that we went that way, because we got another one of the golden seeds to use. Okay. So this is in the middle of Godric's arena. So that was this portion here. So I think this center area is like the only more main spot that we haven't quite uncovered fully. And I think there were some like more rooftop ways to go, but I don't quite remember. We go from the lift side chamber. Because we still have that door that doesn't open from the one side that leads back. So I know that we've got a pretty substantial section over here to the west that we haven't uncovered yet. I can't quite tell by peeking through here where exactly we're looking, but there is at least an item. Am I supposed to drop from here? A little bit of platforming, it seems, to get across. Can go way, way down. Which I think I remember when we fell seeing a gold gate down there. So there's still way more to this castle. Way, way more to this castle than meets the eye. Okay. So we've gone that route. Gotten what's up here. We've gone over there. Looped it back. There was not anywhere else to go in here, right? We got the painting. Can't go up the stair. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm almost dead, but I'm not. Aha! I live! I live! Just gonna rest up again? Thanks. Okay. So let's go and check out the main pathway through here. We're gonna have to go through and kill all of these guys, but it's not really a problem. We've done it plenty of times now. But that'll free up the backside way down towards the main gate. See if there are any like side paths to explore as we venture that way. See, the funny thing is, like, these are the only guys that react. I guess they do too. Because they're like the guards that were... Okay, I have gone too aggressive with it. When they gang up on you, it's a little bit more difficult. Oh man, he almost hit me from there. I would love Sacred Tears. I've made a mistake. I underestimated my opponent. And I regret it deeply. Alright, so we just used 4 heals to get through that, which is not great. I mean, now this next portion is a bit easier because we just took care of most of the problems. Hello, sir? Wasn't ready for you? Whoa. I don't like that it's a roll poke. I wish it was like a roll slash. Would definitely be way better. Roll slash would be way, way, way better for us. Well, if we don't die and we're able to get to another resting point, we've at least got enough for a level now. I guess if we're looking at the bright side of things. Okay. So we never did actually go down here, it seems. What are they guarding? Alright, Glaive Boy is gonna be the tougher one here. Although, just seeing that this guy's got range is not great. Top off. Be better if I could get them 1v1 in some way. Okay. Not the most conventional, but that works. Get them just paired up together. So we do just enough damage to kill the glaive guy. Alright, so where... Okay, so this is actually starting to put us on the other end. Now, we've got people up... Ah! What? So there's one right there. In case anybody was curious about that. Okay. Also one up there. So there's got to be another route that we can take. Oh my gosh. Actual jump scare. Like, actual jump scare. Completely take it off guard. Okay. Okay. So... that's the chapel that we've gone up on top of and looped back around. Everything is good in regards to that. this leads us into where we had reconnected everything else already. But maybe there's an earlier portion that we need to revisit. Maybe there's an earlier portion that we need to double back to. Okay. So I feel like we've been pretty extensive with this section. We can level up. Do we give a little bit of HP or? Yeah, because right now we're not getting anything from our weapon. I don't think endurance is the play yet. Okay. Now from here, this is the Rampart Tower. Let's go back to Liftside Chamber where we just were, but then maybe take the lift back up and see if there are things that we missed from over here. Or I guess lift back down? Lift back up? Which way did this go? Seems like down, yeah. Directions are very challenging. Directions are very challenging. Okay. So this is good because this leads us in the direction of the west side. Oh no, but this is just back to the pot people. So it's good, but also not quite what we need. Maybe we need to get even more elevated than this. We fought one of these pots. We may need to fight more of them in order to gather more containers, but fire pot. Okay, so those are what we were talking about before, like a while back, about them being consumable. So you pick them up, but you can also craft them. Fill up and cure poison. That would have been nice earlier when I ate that one thing that gave me health and then fully poisoned me. So does Torrent have HP? Is that why I need to? I guess I have to feed him. It's actually pretty nice that you can craft arrows and bolts and such, though. Okay. So where can I get to a more elevated point? Stormvale Cliffside, Rampart Tower. I feel like it might be then from Rampart Tower, we're gonna have to like stay high to get over to there. Because there's another floor above at Rampart Tower that we can go to that gets us up on like the rooftops. So maybe that's the way that we need to proceed, is up through here. Of course I get it looped around and then the guy shoots me from across the way. Okay. For a second I thought he was going to live. Okay. So this portion here Get a bunch of guys that might come after. But I'm just going to ignore them and hop over like we did before. What happens if we drop down to where that guy is? Where those guys are? Oh, they can jump across as well. Okay. The enemies are a little bit more agile and smarter than I was anticipating. There's an item down there. Okay. So we're gonna go like full Assassin's Creed here, I think. That's the sickest kill I've had so far. The like triple stagger into a backstab and then just clean house. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. And what happened to the guy with the fire? Did he just off himself? Or is he... Ooh, there's actually like places to go here. Alright. Okay, so we recognize that path. Did I skip something over there? No, that's the stupid... That's the stupid thing in the courtyard that I don't know how to break it. Because he doesn't. I don't know if I need to, like, blow it up or something. Like, I don't quite know how that works. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going on these ledges and see if maybe that'll take us to somewhere. Oh, because I do remember some of this type of stuff over here. We had to make choices as to where to go. Yeah, I remember this guy with the glaive. Kind of over the middle-ish area. Okay, so this is the end of that. Okay. This back there was west. There's portions over here on that side that we haven't quite managed to reach. Have we gotten everything over here is the question. I'm not necessarily seeing stuff that we're missing as far as like items lying down there. I definitely remember going through here before. That I do remember. And this overlooks... Yeah, this leads to the pathway down. Where those archers are. Okay. I kind of feel like reliving this. Just because I'm not 100% sure. Gonna backstab the man with the halberd. Get ourselves off to a good start. Okay. So don't, the charged R1, cause I think it's because of the armor. Oh, I rolled into it. Okay, so I think enemies that are heavily armored like that, we probably need to avoid trying to follow up with like a charged R1. That doesn't really seem to do the trick. Okay, so that overlooks the shrine from down below near the elevator. I feel like we must have come over here in a fairly similar way the last time. Now there's two guys over here because one of them goes on patrol. Alright, well I was gonna try and backstab you, but we can do it the old-fashioned way. That's fine. The old-fashioned way works for me. I would love to find a sacred tear. It would make healing so much better. So much better. Yep, okay, so we got the item there, and then slide down here. There's an enemy or two. Glavy boy. I guess running in at Glaive boy is not really great. But he's got such a big swing that he's pretty easy to kill. It also helps though when you say someone's easy to kill to actually kill them. Or not even just then, but you know, kind of an always make sure they're dead. Is there any way to get down to this from here? Because that's definitely an area we haven't explored. Is like these upper portions where these guys are. Alright, so I feel like I kind of backed off of this before. Yeah, there's an item back there, and then we've got two big just gonna try and do regular R1s here because charged R2 doesn't seem to do much of anything for us since it doesn't stagger. Like if I do this, oh, the charged one does, but like maybe a regular one doesn't. Definitely a little bit too risky at the end there. We still gotta fight the man with the halberd. Okay, let's do it. Ooh. Where are my backstabs? There we go. So maybe we try charged R2 this time? Okay, charged R2 seems a little bit better. Still very close though. After the R1s to getting hit. I feel like I'm gonna be ambushed, but maybe not. Festering Bloody Finger. We got 3 of them. Is that another PvP thing? Attempts invasion of other players' world. Okay, so that's a PvP item. Okay, I'm glad that we went this way because this is definitely more new stuff. Somebody up here? No. I'm definitely just waiting for like an enemy to come out. Whoops. Where does this take us? Apparently over to somewhere that we've been before. Because we came out from here. So there's a ladder around the corner. This is back by the front entrance again. So over there, that's where we want to go. Because that leads out east to the bridge. But in order to do that, we've got these enemies here watching the gate. But then I remember when we came out, there's also enemies up higher. But these might be the only ones manning it, because I know that we went down there and rested, and then you can't really make it back up. So where was this coming from? Is there a faster way to get back to this point? Oh, it's... okay, I do remember fighting rats. I just don't remember... I just don't remember how we got to this point. Alright, rats are dead. Lots of booze. Almost feels like something would be like hidden back behind these. Just the sounds of the flies. Okay, where did this lead? Okay, so we went the long way. This is the shortcut from the right-hand side from that. Okay. Okay. So if we die, then this is the fastest way to get back here. So cool how interconnected all of this is. And there's still so much to this place that I feel like we haven't even gotten to yet. All right. So one floor at a time. There's that guy back there. I'm not too concerned about him yet. They're so slow to get up. Oh, this is just a... he's just dead already, I guess? There's somebody down there. Oh. I was like... if I hide in the dark behind boxes, will he see me? Oh man, I'm such a stealthy assassin in the nighttime here. The dynamic lighting's a pretty neat feature too. Just changes the aesthetic of areas depending on when you go through. Okay, so we've killed all these guys. Problem is, I still think there are people up there, but it might be easier to approach now that we've taken out some of the archery stuff. Got 3 enemies. Should be able to sneak behind. I backstab one and then proceed from there. I was perched up in a tree. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, because we're on our last breath here. It's unfortunate. Keep managing to walk into that attack. There it is. Problem with enemies like that is there are too many of them, so it's pretty much impossible for us to just kill all of them to get the flask refill. Ooh, so we got the torch pole. Seems like something kind of fun to just mess around with, but I don't know about actually using it as a main weapon. Okay, if we go from up here, seems like we should be able to fall down to the higher plateau. Now we bait them back. We've got guys with crossbows, so that's always going to be a concern. I don't want to fight the three of them head on. So if there's any way that we can bait them around or somehow fight them, you know, not 1v3. Did they like reset? Seems like it. I'm actually gonna sneak across instead of going up towards them. Whoa! Okay, different glaive guy. There are multiple sets of that same group of enemy. Okay. I can barely see them. Alright, all three are up there. Except we've got Glaive Man here. We can take care of that. So what, this is just like three of the normal ones? Four? Now it's three. We take it up this right-hand side. They don't see us. I want to head this way because I have a feeling that this is our best chance at finding... Ah! Let's say this is our best chance at finding Lost Grace. I don't know what that creature is. I don't really want to deal with it. And we're running. And we're running. Get inside? Are you all real enemies? Okay. I am gonna fight that thing, but Lost Grace is the way to go. Alright, I wanna, yeah, let's go back. Actually, do we have any runes that we can use? We do. Got 8 of those. I think like 4 of them should be good. That might be 1 too many, but... Oh, actually that was 2 too many. That is alright. So we know that we're not getting anything there. I'm gonna put a little bit more into health. Especially with this creature coming up here. Doesn't make me feel too good. I'm having flashbacks from was it Mirror Knight? Dark Souls 2? Like, saw these things and I was waiting for them to break from like stone form and mess up my day. Alright, let's kill this thing. Okay. I rolled way early. Got a pretty cool moveset, and I'm just trying to be too upfront and aggressive with it. Yeah, I'm like trying to just go straight in and dance with it. I tried to roll, but I also had hit attack. Wow. I honestly can't believe we beat that on the first try. Because I really don't feel like we deserve to. I felt like I was way too greedy with it. I mean, we did have some good dodges and stuff in there, but I also just felt like we were way too aggressive. Okay, so the item that it dropped the Fang? Beast Blood is just a crafting item. We got one of the Somber Smithing Stones, which is for special armaments. Don't quite know. Chrysalid, that's the word we were looking for. Don't quite know what to do with those yet. So what was we got like a fang of some sort from them? Is that back on the first page? It didn't sound like a consumable. Where is it though? Oh, it is an old okay. Hunting carnivorous beasts. So my question now is, if that drops like a consumable item, is this thing going to have respawned? Is it always in the courtyard? No. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Should I be waiting until daylight to go through here? Maybe. Maybe. But also, I don't know, sneaking through under the cover of darkness, probably not the worst thing. Nobody knows. So this leads back into here. So we're just asking to get crossbowed, right? But it seems like this is the way to this is the way to check it out. Aha! I actually still want to go back that way, because even though the archers are there, I want to get over to the platform where those archers are. You know? I want to get over to the platform there that the... Is it even, would it be called an archer? Probably check over back behind where that beast was to see if there was anything. Doesn't look like it, but... Where the giant crossbows are mounted. I want to get over and see if there's something behind those enemies. And this is actually pretty nice that you can just hug this wall and sneak behind these guys. Okay, so gotta be careful here. Where's my... Where are my... Oh, there they are. Okay, so we gotta like sprint, jump across here. No! This is very chaotic, but it must be done. Ow. That's so funny. Okay, so we get an arbalist. It's not a very safe route to take to get a... Ah! Crossbow! I didn't think you could hit me from that angle. What? It's nowhere safe. Don't hug the walls. Explosions go through. Okay. So the last bit remains, can you go over to where that crossbow is at, and is there anything of rewarding value there? No! No, don't hit the wall! Ha. Hitting the wall is not helpful. Not helpful at all. Okay, so pretty much all that you get out of that is the Arbalist. Now, can a man just look around? Maybe. I would love to freaking man one of these things and just rain hellfire on these enemies, but seems that that's not really something I'm allowed to do. One last thing to check. Okay, there's no like platform for me to hop onto over here. Okay. I wanted to see if there was like a ridge that we could like try and figure out how to get up there. Alright, there's fall damage. Now we're just gonna head back on over here and see where we can go. Because this is the direction that they pointed us to after we beat Godric. Because what did it say? I believe there's a description on the Ash? Not Ashes of War. What was it that we got? Godskin's prayer book? No. I mean, that we need to give to a cleric. We haven't met any. Where was the item that we got? It wasn't a piece of armor. It wasn't a talisman. You need to go back and check and see if that's prophecy. Remembrance of the Grafted. Take the power of its namesake via finger reader. Wait, no. I don't think this is it. Something said... Gosh darn it. Where is the thing? One of the things that we got said about going out to this tower. And I want to know what said it. Not a bolstering material. Godric's Great Rune. Seek the divine tower of Limgrave, which stands beyond the great bridge from Stormgrave Castle. This is the thing. So we need to go and take this rune out to the far end here. What are you? Bolt Drake Talisman? That seems like a very conveniently drop thing. So I feel like we're gonna encounter something with lightning here. So gonna just equip that because we're not really using the guard one since we don't block. So we've got fire and lightning reduction at the moment. Are we just straight out into a boss fight? You have to be a boss, right? There's 2 of them. 3 of them. This is like old school Gang Squad on crack. Look at the bow on that man back there. Oh! Big arrow. I can use the big arrow to kill these guys. Okay. Alright, I have to get them closer though. The arrow range is not great. Ow. Fire as well. Those guys don't hurt each other except the arrows do. Ow. Running back in towards it. Not great. But feels necessary. I feel like it's gonna break that. I tried to roll it and I failed. Okay. So now we play the smart man's game. Oh, it can go through both and still hit me. Okay. Did it really go through the legs and then I failed to roll it? It's like double whammy. Does good damage. Oh, they do kill each other. Alright, well, playing this smart. Yeah, just have them kill each other. That's the simple thing to do. Why does he have curving arrows? Like, that's what I don't understand. I can't for the life of me dodge it. I don't know why I can't, but can't do it. Is he dead? Or just knocked down? Just knocked down. Oh, I rolled it out of line of them. Come on. Alright, that's one dead. Now I have to rely on the arrow for this guy. Well, you can actually do some damage to him. 180 per hit. It's not bad. For what it's worth, like, the 180 per hit is definitely not bad. I don't know if that's just because, like, his ankles seem weak. Not really sure where else you hit him. Ah, come on! Yeah, the ankles are definitely weak because that knocks him over. Hit him in the red parts. Through the legs. Alright, so more so the concern with this bridge is, like, dealing with the arrow, because the giant himself is not the worst thing on their own. Alright, I got a piece of them. I tried to roll it. No, I know that that attack is there. It's got a follow-up. Okay. So we're pretty low on heals here. By low, I mean we have none. So let's try and take the safe route. Try and use these pillars and different things as a way to protect us. I don't know if he does anything other than archery. Doesn't seem like it. He might stomp. Breathes fire on us. Okay, so the fire exposing parts are the weak parts. Mostly the ankles and then I guess the arms when they come down. Just like a portal? Across? So this must be how you can get across to the island on the west-hand side of the castle. Is some contraption like this that takes us to there. Alright, well, I hope that after all of that, we're not immediately, like, thrown into a fight. Hopefully there's, like, a Lost Grace out here for us. That would be more than ideal. Lost Grace, Lost Grace, Lost Grace, Lost Grace. I don't see an enemy yet. I wanted to see if I should go over to that sconce, but I don't know that we really need to. It's kind of cool the way the reflections on the wall makes it look like a starry sky. Lost Grace. Oh, thank ye. Thank ye. We need 1,500 to level. That'll do just nicely. I don't... We're not getting the scaling, so I gotta give 2 levels to upgrade our attack. I think I'm still gonna put some health on. Hopefully we can find a sacred tier at some point so we can heal up a little bit more per heal. I think that would go a long, long way as we increase our health. Seems like a boss fight. Maybe not. Restore the power of the Great Rune. Okay. So what does that do for us? Where is that? Key items. Godric's Great Rune raises all attributes. And is that just by having it? Or do I have to equip that somewhere? Because it's a key item, so I don't think so. I think that just increases all attributes. Nothing special to do with it? We're just stronger now? The Great Rune is known as the Anchor Ring, found in the center of the Elden Ring. The first demigods were the Elden Lord Godfrey and his offspring, the Golden Lineage. The Great Rune of the Shardbearer Godric, its blessing raises all attributes. Okay, it says raises all attributes. I don't see anything directly stating about... Yeah, like I don't see like a level increase or anything like that, but if it says that we've got an increase in all attributes, then I'm gonna trust that we've got an increase in all attributes. That's pretty sweet. So it's definitely worthwhile to not ignore that, and honestly those giants and stuff are not really that bad to have dealt with. Great runes. Okay, okay. With the Great Rune menu, you can equip Great Runes that have had their power restored. You can use a Rune Arc to give even greater benefits to your equipped Great Runes. So we have one slot. Can I, like, remove it? Because I want to see what our stats are. Maybe it's the defense power and body stats. We have a lot of 92s. So if I equip this, does that put those up? This is all attributes. Maybe it doesn't physically show the value of it, but I'm not seeing my health bar and everything looks the same. But I'm gonna trust it. I have to. It's just I'm not seeing it with my own eyes, so. Alright, so take that marker off. We've gone to the Divine Tower of Limgrave. Seems like it was a worthwhile thing to do. Now, the question becomes, do we proceed this way or do we go back down into here and explore? Because I feel like we push this way, like I just don't think we're doing proper damage. I don't know. I feel like the damage output we've got is pretty low. You know, and everything completely diverts us. Like there's some caves and this thing here. Got a boss fight here at the Evergoal that we didn't go. Just kind of came in and then abandoned it pretty quick. Richard Dragon Communion, which said about if you go out east. So I think let's kind of redirect our travels here. let's go to the other side of the ruins and maybe check out some things over this way. I feel like the stuff down over here is not as, I don't know, the boss fights aren't as jacked up in health. At least they weren't. We could very easily get into trouble. Things start to become way stronger. Kind of curious about this horseback man. Is he gonna be similar to the other guy that we fought on a horse? Okay, so his horse has a separate health bar, so you can dismount him. Okay, he's got a follow-up. Trying to take him off his horse. There's the horse bucking that I was waiting for on the tree sentinel. The horse buck was exactly what I was waiting to have happen there. Okay. What are these pillars here? It's almost like a shrine of some sort. Not entirely certain. Okay, so there's a giant telescope on the map this way, which certainly intrigues me. Probably gonna have a bunch of ruin fragments here. Don't mind me, just collecting my ruin fragments. Birds. Where on the... So it's down this way. No, I'm facing... Yeah, no, I'm facing to the southwest. So it's marked on the road, but I see nothing. Maybe there's more to it, like maybe it's an underground thing and we have to find an entrance, or it's literally this. It is literally this bird's eye telescope here. Okay. So east and south. This is south. This is where we started. I still think that painting... Is that painting from atop this? Not that I see a way that you could get up on top, but it's kind of the feeling I get. There's another tower out to the west. I wonder if each one of those towers... So that's the one coming from the castle, right? So that's the one we just went to. That one over there, I wonder if each one of those towers is for a great rune. Seems like there's a lot of land here, but it also seems like this stuff starts to lead out over, and if you go up here, it starts to lead in the same direction that we want to. The game wants us to go. This building seems interesting to me. So what if we go north and east from here? Is there anything interesting? I don't know. It's a lot of open space. We've got some... I don't know what those beasts are. I don't know, do I want to head east, or do I kind of want to head the low road here? Maybe go a little bit east on this upper plane and head up to this building, kind of check out the things beneath on this side of the river. This seems like it goes up and is a broken bridge, so the only way to get across is going to be from this portion. And then you get over to here. So let's do that instead. And we can also check at the Stormhill Shack. We can see about that lady. Because I still almost feel like we'd have missed things with the castle. There's that door that doubles back to the one location we were at, and I don't know. So did she die? Did she go to the castle and turn herself into the chrysalid? Okay, well that gives us the second golden seed that we need to add a charge to our flask. Alright, so let's head down the road this way. Yeah. We're gonna head east and then north and check out that broken sort of building over there. It's another one of those giant creatures that we've fought quite a few times now. Out in the open of the plains here. I'm like almost waiting for one of them to be an actual boss. So I'm like kind of interested in potentially engaging in it to see if that's a thing. Doesn't seem like it, but I don't know. Feels worthwhile to try and I rolled that way early. So you get him to like hold his face, but is there like a follow-up to that? Like if you hit his head and then you hit it again very shortly after he's holding it. The early rolls. He's angry, he's got a sword. Well, that's got such a wide if you can like dodge the see like those have such big shockwave effects. There we go. Good thing we got the heal in before, because that gave us... Actually, we have 7 flasks now, so... Didn't quite matter. Okay, so this is the opening over here to the left of us that we care about. I will never not be grabbing those. feel like every time I see a crafting material, I have to do it. Never know when I'm gonna need all of these Roa fruit. But we're gonna have a ton of them. Okay, so where does this put us? So we've got to follow out to the right. That's the building there. So this is all cliffside. I love how... I think I can see a lot of aspects of Sekiro in this game as well. I love how dynamic the environments are. There's day, there's night. It all cycles. The wind and the rain and the fog. It just adds so much depth, I think is the word I'm looking for. Okay, so there's something to go and check out over there. Just want to see if there's anything like hiding on the backside of this building. Something to reward us for, you know, checking out all the way over here. There was definitely like one of those, I don't know what to call them, apparitions. Like we've encountered them before. They typically have some sort of like key item next to them. Maybe a sacred tear, maybe it'll be something different. Just never know if there's gonna be something in one of these little alcoves. Ooh, going in and out of the like open world section and that. Small red effigy, duelist furled finger. So that's both gonna be PvP. And then immediately NPC invader. We do not do a lot of damage, and he is very poised. Okay. So this is our second one of these. Oh boy. So we fought one that's ice-based. This one is very much so fire-based. Oh man, the frame drops. My input got eaten. Well, that was an interesting one. I think our best bet's gonna be a backstab, right? Just because 66 damage does not seem very good. Yeah, see, like, we don't get any sort of, like, stagger on him. Which makes me wonder, like, okay, if we took the greatsword or something, could we have a better chance? Like, does it do enough through the heavy armor that he's got? Okay, starting to get a little bit. The two-hand one poises through. Does he heal? Okay. That ended up... Once I realized that we could get, like, individual little attacks. Competitive multiplayer. Use Duelist Furled Finger to write a red summon sign. Competitive multiplayer will begin once you have summoned a once you've been summoned by a player from another world. You'll take the role of an adversary, and your objective is to defeat the host of fingers who summoned you. Hammer Talisman. Enhances stamina, reducing attacks against blockers. Okay, so that's like really good for like hammers and such with a shielded enemy. All I wanted was to fight as a warrior to the last. So why, O guidance of grace, will this door not open? So is this like an arena? Closed off on the front side to the cliff? Like maybe the backside of this is exposed. There's no interaction though, but it gives me the feeling of like a coliseum. These remind me of those guys that we just fought on the bridge. Which maybe they are. Maybe that's supposed to be that the bridge is broken and they fell and died on impact down here. Just want to see the other side of this, but I don't know that there's a I don't know that there's a way to do that because I don't think you can get up on. I don't think this is gonna end well. Nope. You can maybe jump over there, but I don't think there's anything that we're supposed to see. I do not think there's anything that we're supposed to see there. Okay. Yeah. So we'll go over there. You know what? Let's try... Let's try this. I don't quite remember all those enemies, maybe because I went this way. Is there a way to sprint? Yes, look at me go. So fast. Yeah! Man, I really feel like a knight. You know, riding into battle, just slaying my enemies, which are clearly deer. You know. Hopefully my runes got put back on solid ground. Because that would be quite sad if they're stuck out there on the ledge and I have to go and try and get them. Probably would not end well. There they are. Okay. Kind of on the ledge. Kind of on the ledge. Also nice that you can pick up stuff from horseback. You don't have to, you know, get off the horse to acquire materials or pick up things. Alright, so that's the level down. Now we have a choice to be made. Do we want to proceed to the north? Or do we want to proceed to the east? What are our options? There's a main road that travels up here, a main road that travels down here. South is also an option. And I'm thinking that this might be a point of interest. I'm thinking this might be a point of interest here. Because this dragon shrine talked about far to the east This is kind of due east of it. I don't know if you can go more east than this. I feel like just judging by the fact that we can zoom out this far and there's a huge black border makes me think that there might be land down beyond the edges of this. All right. If we go back, I don't think this is where that marker goes. I think this marker goes here. If we go back to the first step, I want to take a look at that painting because I believe that painting is from over this way. Because if we take a look at that prophecy painting, the painter is said to have captured the landscapes seen during the last moments of those welcomed into death's embrace. Soul of the painter and vestiges of the dead's last moments can be discovered by visiting the location depicted even now. So it's those trees. But there's a waterfall. Still a little bit lost on where this painting is from. Is it from further back? We've got ruins back this way. I actually don't know that it's from this angle. Because if you look at this, I mean, there's the waterfall. It just doesn't quite feel right. It doesn't quite feel right. Is there a waterfall? Yeah. That was a bit too far of a fall. It was pretty lenient, but then after a certain distance, it starts to get to you. Is there an angle over here in which we might see a waterfall, and maybe that'll help to indicate where this painting is from? Because I feel like it's over here somewhere. Trying to go more and more to the left. Got trees in the way of this view. Still no waterfall. I wonder if it's in regards to this dragon location that we've already been to. I wonder if it means this. Is there a waterfall? Hard to really see anything. I don't need this from you, Ram. Okay? Leave me alone. I am trying to investigate. The weather's not really great for this. Weather is not really great for this. This does seem more in line. Alright, let's go back here and pass time. I need to see this clearly. Also, this said about bringing, like, dragon hearts, right? That was the thing that this shrine said. Pass time until morning. Or until noon. It's too dark in the morning. If we don't see a waterfall from here, then I'm gonna be confused. Maybe there are multiple castles? Or maybe there's a place more south and west? It kind of feels like there's water spraying in the distance there, which would almost mean you would need land back here, which I don't see any indication of that. Trees on an upper level and then a lower level. And then that into the distance. Maybe the waterfall is no longer there. Maybe the waterfall is no longer there. Let's go back up on top here where we had done stuff before. Because I remember... Oh, why is it still bright? Far to the east, you'll find the Cathedral. Right, okay, so... the picture just, like, doesn't quite match up. It's like certain components feel correct. Certain components feel correct, but other ones just not quite. This is far to the east, you'll find the Cathedral of the Dragon. This might not be a cathedral, but it still seems like something worthwhile to check out. So I'm gonna put a marker down over there, I think. We'll head back to the first step. I think that's gonna be the next place that we check out. I think that's gonna be where we go. Because I wanna do a little bit of world exploration. Also, we did kill Godric, so maybe there's something to be said here.
Well done indeed. You bested Godric the Grafted and claimed a great rune. My congratulations. Now, visit the Round Table Hold for an audience with the two fingers in the inner chamber. Go to the Round Table
Okay, so we gotta go to the Round Table Hold. I put a marker on the Round Table Hold, but I guess you can't do that. Because it keeps taking the marker away from me. So we need one more of those stone keys or whatever for the imps.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
Sure. Right. Right. I'm gonna hold on to this. I don't know if he's the only one. But I think it's dark, so it might not be for him. Like, if we give it to him, I don't know if that does something weird.
If you meet a young woman named Lanya, she's a servant to my house.
Okay.
She's been like...
Yeah. Lanya, we have not encountered yet. This guy, he still doesn't want to talk to me. That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, hello. I've not seen you here before.
You're new.
I am Nefeli Lu, warrior, here by decree of my father. The pleasure's mine, as a fellow tarnished, guided by grace to the Round Table hold. Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study, the room Encher's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while. It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it. It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior.
Oh. It says he's guarding it. I feel like we've been in there before. I feel like we went in there and talked to the guy. Okay. Finger seal? I'm guessing that has something to do with incantations or things of that sort. Answers requests for summoning from hunters. When invaded, request the aid of a hunter. Grants the blessing of an equipped great rune upon use. Oh, wait. So we have the great rune, and it boosts all stats. But the great rune itself can't be used, or isn't like an automatic use thing. There's a rune arc that's a consumable, and they cost $4,000 a pop. I mean, at least the stone sword keys make a bit of sense. Honestly, they have some good items here. Scimitar. Longsword deck. I mean, we've been using the longsword. I'm not a fan of rapiers and spears. Okay. Spirit calling bell. Bell that summons various spirits from ashen items. I'll buy it because it seems like it's needed if we want to use ashes. 3 lone wolf spirits. Do we have enough to... Maybe this is just like something we come back and buy when we just have runes. I don't really want to go and pop them, but these should be good to buy a few of. Okay, so they said though about going to the round table hold here to talk to 2 fingers in the center chamber. I'm not too certain which way we go to get there yet. Fia, I feel like she's gonna kill me if I lay with her, so I'm scared.
Those eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled his mark. Find 'em well. Now lay out your arms.
I feel like we upgrade. I feel like we upgrade. 6, 8. We upgrade the longsword. I don't think it's gonna be a bad thing to do. Gonna start getting more and more damage. We don't have... Oh no, we can do 4... Okay, so 450, so we just need to pop 1 item here. Or I guess 2 of these guys.
Back already, no matter.
Alright, so we've committed to the longsword, but you know what? We went with the +1 longsword for way too long. So, getting this thing up to +6, we should do a lot of damage, and then at some point, we should also be able... Oh wow, if you add... That can change the base physical power of those? Interesting. I think there was something about... like the kind of like what infusions are. If we can like maybe increase the scaling on it, that could do us well.
And can scarcely swing a blade, but she has a gift for spirit tuning. I saw another one like her long ago. Their eyes share the same hue.
Okay, so I don't know which one Roderigo was. We've done the invader here. Let's go down the stairs. I think there's one more pathway. Big doors might be on the other side of that chamber that we've been in before. Oh, right. Right. This is the other one. So we can buy 3 keys. It's gonna cost us 12 grand. We just don't quite have a lot in that regard. Let's go out to the main room. Ah. It's kind of disgusting. Oh, and it moves.
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya the Fingery.
The lack of eyeballs is really...
Words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all.
I like how she changes her voice to speak as them.
Wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind, to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
So the great...
The words of the fingers.
So the great runes are pieces of the shattered Elden Ring.
Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the greater of the champions are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed. These These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Do not recoil from my offer. The fingers guide us all. And you, Tarnished, you are here to take, are you not? Ah, great runes are the stuff of demigods. The children of the goddess, Queen Marika. She who is vessel of the Elden Ring. Tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord. And so grace was extended to your kind, the Tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak.
I don't know why I feel like I need to make eye contact with the the fingers when they talk.
The demigods, Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads, take all they have left.
Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godric the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood sorely diluted. Ah, the children of the tainted.
Okay, so that's... With the Power of Remembrance menu, you can draw out the power of Remembrance's namesake. Each remembrance will provide one power, but once that power is claimed, the remembrance will be lost. Okay, so these are... Okay, it's like boss weapon choices. So you can get a fist weapon, which is the dragon, or you can get the giant great axe. Okay, okay, cool. So remembrances are like the boss souls, so to speak. That grafted dragon has to be such a fun... That has to be such a fun weapon to use. Like in like a higher New Game Plus, you like use... I mean, you'd have to grow a bunch of arms to do it, but you use the axe of Godric and you have the grafted dragon. Oh man. I command thee kneel is probably the like Earthbreaker kind of movement where he slams it into the ground and causes the giant AoE. Oh man, it does so much damage. That's definitely for like a future playthrough, whether it be like a New Game Plus or what have you, where I like really understand the boss fights and can use the giant weapons to just wreak havoc. Okay. I think that's all that we have to do here. So let's go back. Let's go back to the first step. We'll talk again because we've gone to the round table hold and done what they've said. So maybe they'll point us in a direction or they'll be gone. Find yourself maidenless? Off to Liurnia with you then. Seek the Rose Church west of the gate town. Wait, are we maidenless again? Is that... Because I guess we've had times where like we sit and we can talk with her. So maybe it's that way because West currently is not really the gate of Westtown. So maybe over here is where that's going to be. This seems to be something marked of importance. But as we said, we're going to go southeast down to this marker and check out some stuff down here before we head that way. And we should do significantly more damage now that we've got a +6 weapon instead of +1. But we will head down to the southeast next time. Thank you guys for watching.